Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be discussing how to pick the best gun that suits your game in Warzone. And the main thing we're going to focus on is time to kill, or Ttk Charts. Now there's two main types that we're going to focus on in the AR category. And they have some guns that are very low recoil and easy to control, but have a slower TTK. And then there's another group of ARs that have faster TTKs, but they have recoil that's a little bit more difficult to manage. So generally, in the low recoil weapons, which would include the Growl, the M4, the M13, the Bruin, the Kilo, those guns have lower TTKs, but less recoil, so some people might find those guns better because they can hit more shots. Then there's others, like the AMAX, the RAM, that have a higher recoil that's a bit harder to control, but they also kill a lot faster. Let's jump into the Ttk charts right now, and in this video we're going to compare the AMAX and the Growl, because that's two of the main used ARs, and they each on opposite ends of the spectrum. As you can see from this chart, the AMAX is represented in orange, and the Growl is represented in purple. And you can see just how much faster the AMAX kills than the Growl. From 0 to about 35 meters out, the AMAX is killing in slightly under 0.5 seconds, while the Growl takes between 6 and 7 seconds to kill at short ranges. But you mainly aren't using ARs as a short range weapon, but if you are, then you definitely want to choose the AMAX. And as we extend the ranges, you see that the AMAX still demolishes the Growl in time to kill. Once we get out to, let's say, 80 meters, the AMAX is still killing in about 0.65 seconds, whereas the Growl is taking almost a full second to get a kill. Now it might not seem like a lot of time, but whenever you're in a gunfight, that's a whole world of difference, and it could be the difference between you winning and losing the fight. Now here we have the base stat comparison between the two guns. As you can see here, one shot to the head with the AMAX deals 56 damage, while one shot to the head with the Growl is 42. One shot to the chest with the AMAX deals 42 damage, and one shot to the chest, stomach, or extremities with the Growl deals 28. While the AMAX is dealing 42 to the chest, 35 to the stomach, and 35 to the extremities. Now let's put these numbers to practical use, and I'm going to show you how they translate into the game. The AMAX, if you hit 5 headshots, you'll down an enemy, whereas the Growl takes 6. For chest shots, it's 6. The Growl is 9. For stomach and extremities for the AMAX, it's 8. And for the Growl, the stomach and the extremities are also 9. Now we're going to move to the base stat comparisons for these guns at ranges. This is the more practical use of the weapons because usually you aren't using the AR as a short range weapon unless it's the FFAR. And as you can see, the AMAX still outperforms the Growl here. A headshot at distance deals 51 damage, whereas the Growl deals 33. For the Growl, chest, stomach, and extremities only deal 22 damage at distance, whereas chest with the AMAX deals 38, 32 to the stomach, and 32 to the extremities. So let's put these in charts and show you exactly what these look like and how much each gun takes to down an enemy. So at distance, with the AMAX, you're looking at 5 headshots to down versus 8 for the Growl. For chest shots, 7 for the AMAX versus 12 for the Growl. Stomach and extremities, 8 for the AMAX versus 12 for the Growl. So you see, whenever you get at distance, the AMAX starts to outperform the Growl by a decent amount. Now, not many people are going to be able to hit 5 headshots in a row with the AMAX or 8 headshots in a row with the Growl. So this isn't a very practical chart as far as whenever you actually get in a gunfight in the game, but it paints a picture. If you're able to hit all headshots with every shot, then you definitely need to be using the AMAX, and you're probably using aimbot. So let's move to a more real life situations that you probably see happen in the game. Let's assume you hit 1 headshot, 3 chests, and 3 extremities with both weapons. Now it takes 250 damage to down an enemy that's fully plated. As you can see, those 7 shots with the AMAX would deal 261 damage, which would be enough to down, plus start off finishing the kill. Whereas the Growl would only deal 155 damage. Your enemy would be left with the full plate and almost all of a second plate as well. So to kill with the Growl, you would need 4 more chest shots needed to be able to down your enemy. Now let's say that you don't hit a headshot at all. We'll go 4 to the chest, 4 to the extremities. For the AMAX, that would do 280 damage, which is plenty enough to down and probably finish them off. With the Growl, you're going to deal 176 damage. So again, we have the enemy with 1 full plate left and some of a second plate left with those 8 shots. And again, it takes 4 more shots with the Growl to down your enemy. So as you can see from the video, the AMAX seems to be the far superior weapon. So you're probably asking yourself, why the hell does anybody use the Growl if the AMAX is that much better? And it really all comes down to the individual player and the skill level of that player. Now, a player with the AMAX who has great aim and can hit 8 of those 8 shots, then yes, you're going to kill just about any player with the Growl, whether he's hitting his shots or not. So if you try the AMAX and you find that the recoil is too hard to control and you're missing 4, 8, 10 shots out of those 8 shots you need to down somebody, then you're probably going to be better off using the Growl, because even though it takes 4 more shots to down an enemy with the Growl, you'll hit more shots because it has lower recoil and it's easier to manage. That'll do it for today's video. If you liked the video or learned something new, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button. We're getting super close to that 100 subscriber mark, which is a great milestone to hit, but I want to push even further. I have a lot of things planned for whenever we get to around that 500 subscriber mark. So if you're interested in participating in those things we're going to have coming up, be sure to hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching. Hold that Tiger Gaming.